I have built a low-waste gold and bartering farm. What do I mean by low waste? I mean we are collecting every item that we get from bartering and only disposing of overflow. If I fly down here, you can see that the gold farm itself is pretty standard. I did follow a tutorial. I will link it in the description. All of this down to the killing platform is very gold farm standard. Once we get down here to the collection system, this is where it starts to get a little different. A lot of people probably do this section where we are collecting rotten flesh. We're collecting one double chest of rotten flesh. I built this on the settlers server just in case anybody ever needs rotten flesh. We've got a double chest full of it. I don't know why anybody would need a lot of rotten flesh, but if they need it, it's here. Once this double chest is full, which it is, it does get sent over to an incinerator. So you can see this one is full. The other hopper is filtering out gold nuggets, which is turning them into ingots, which is being stored mostly down here. And again, any extra rotten flesh gets sent to this incinerator and just blows up in the lava, which is great. So we do have let me get down to a lower level. There we go. We do have 4 double chests of gold ingots. If anybody needs gold ingots, here they are. They can come and grab the gold ingots. Since these 4 chests are full, any additional ingots that are created coming through here are automatically going to go to the bartering farm. This is where it starts to get a little different. So I wanted to be able to barter while I AFK'd. Most bartering farms, it's like, oh, you need like eight of them at once or whatever, and because it's going so fast, you need an ice path or I don't know. They're pretty extra, right? Because this is bartering at the rate of ingot creation, 2 has been fine. It doesn't get overwhelmed or anything, and they come through and barter pretty well. I did put a trap door on top here because they were throwing some bartered items over here. I tried a top slab at first, but that was causing the gold to get sent down the line. Not what we want, right? Trapdoor seems to have fixed both issues. This next section is pretty straightforward. I just have a hopper again because I'm not sending tons of gold at them at once. They're getting a pretty small stream of gold coming in. One hopper is able to collect everything. So I've just got a hopper line going down, standard impulse sorter, filtering the items. I did recently raid a bunch of stuff, so it's not super great, but you know, most of the stuff we got in here: soul sand, spectral arrows, string, quartz, gravel, nether brick, crying obsidian, fire charge, blackstone, more blackstone, because we got a lot of builders on the server. I want to make sure that they've always got blackstone, dried gas, and leather. So these are all the normal stackable stuff, and most people are probably collecting this and then trashing everything else. I wanted to challenge myself to try to use as many items as possible from that we're getting from here. Any items that don't get filtered out through here end up in this copper chest, where this little copper golem guy is going to sort them. Some of them are pretty straightforward. Ender pearls are going in there. I think are keeping 2 double chests of ender pearls, and then I have overflow go to an incinerator. And then soul, no, we're not gonna talk about that yet. Is there anything else easy I can talk about? Yes, this splash potion of fire resistance. So the golems can sort between splash potions and not splash potions. But over here, they put water bottles and normal potions, which we'll talk about in a minute. But for splash potions and ender pearls, you can see we've got splash potions here. I have been putting them in shulkers, just kind of keep them in there. But any overflow of fire resist splash potions and ender pearls will end up in this incinerator right here. Let's talk about iron next, because that's gonna be, again, another one of the easier ones to talk through. So I've got 2 chests for iron. This first one is for iron gear, soul speed boots, and then the other one is for the iron nuggets. What happens is, for the iron nuggets, they come down and they come into a crafter. When it hits full, it'll craft an ingot, sends it over to another crafter. Once this is full, it'll create an iron block, which we store back there. Similarly, the iron armor will go to this furnace and be turned into nuggets, which get sent here, and then it goes to the flow. Most people, are gonna trash these. Honestly, it's not worth it, right? It seriously is not worth it to be doing this furnace stuff. I just wanted to see if I could, and I could. All right, it's just for fun. There are so many better ways to get iron, right? Build an iron farm in the overworld. We have an iron farm in the overworld. It is constantly overflowing. This was not necessary. This is definitely just a for fun, can I do it project. And then next, real quick, I want to talk about the books. So, books is the lime carpet line. So books just go to a shulker loader. So it's just doing a shulker loader, and then it's coming in here, and then we've got all these soul speed books. Great. So that's pretty straightforward. The thing that took me the longest is the water bottle and non-fire resist potion, non-splash potion stuff, and it's probably the biggest redstone over here. So what I have happening is, you can see they come in here, and once it hits 3, once there are 3 in there, a redstone signal is sent out to these dispensers. Redstone signal is sent out to these dispensers, which dispense nether wart and magma cream. I was originally doing nether wart, magma cream, and redstone dust to make them all 8-minute fire resist potions, but it kept messing them up. I'm sure I could, if I space these out a little further, I think I could get it to always come in the correct order, but I got frustrated, so I dropped it down to just those 2. So this one's empty. So those go in and they start brewing. So right, they'll come in here and they'll start brewing. When that 3rd one comes in, the first thing it does is it sends that. It also will send a signal to start this etho hopper clock. And this etho hopper clock is timed so that it will wait until enough time has passed for those potions to brew up to be fire resist potions. And then just all of this absolute nonsense coming over here. And then once it determines it has had enough time. So send a pulse to unlock that hopper, to drop those fire resist potions down. Oh my goodness. Drop those fire resist potions down to get sent off to another shulker box loader right here. And then we have, oh no, it does look like it messed up a little bit. See how some of these are still water bottles and some are mundane potions? I don't know how to make it 100%. So occasionally that happens. But most of them get turned into fire resist potions, and it's really cool. I've used them. I've used them for another farm that I'm building, a wither skeleton farm, because Blaze. So it's pretty nice to be able to do that. I do wish there was a more certain way to make sure that that it got brewed correctly. I just can't figure out how to do that. If anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. I'll put a right here. You're going to be seeing a little flashback recording to show you all the redstone. And I'm just going to get out of the way so that you can see it while I'm talking. It's great. This is what I'm doing. I'm sure it could be better. Please let me know how to make it better if you have any ideas. But yeah, I just wanted to show this off. Again, this is a for fun project. Anything after this, so everything over here, if you're just building a normal gold farm, honestly, don't worry about saving any of this stuff. This is just to test my redstone brain and just have some fun with it. I do get a good little bit of iron, which is nice. The fire resist potions are nice too, but honestly, you're gonna have a much better time just doing a normal auto brewer. You're not gonna have these random ones showing up where they're either not brewed at all or not brewed properly. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I just wanted to show it off to see what other people think, also to get some feedback on how to maybe make that potion brewer a little bit better, and also for my future self if I ever want to come back and see how I did this at this point. Thanks for watching.